The Chaldean Oracles are nearly 2000 years old and still hold 4 important key secrets for our time. We will disclose these 4 in this video. The Chaldean Oracles are a collection of mystical and philosophical texts attributed to the Chaldean sages, particularly to Julian the Theurgist and his father Julian the Chaldean. Dating back to the 2nd century after Christ, these texts are considered central in the tradition of Neoplatonism and later influenced Western esoteric traditions, including Hermeticism and the Renaissance occult revival. The oracles are heavily influenced by Platonic and Pythagorean thoughts, integrating these with even older Babylonian and Persian mystical traditions. They were highly regarded by the Neoplatonists like Plotinus, Porphyry and Proclus, who saw them as a bridge between Platonic philosophy and religious mysticism. The original texts of the Chaldean Oracles have been lost, and what remains in our hands are fragments preserved by later philosophers and commentaries. These fragments were compiled and studied extensively during the Renaissance, particularly by the scholars such as Marsilio Ficino and Giovanni Pico della Mirandola. There are 4 key themes in the Chaldean Oracles. The first theme is the One and the Divine Mind. Central to the Oracles is the concept of the One, which is the ultimate source of all creation, and the Divine Mind, which mediates between the One and the material world. The second topic is the world of ideas. The oracle describes a realm of pure forms or archetypes that shape the material world. The third item is the soul's journey. The text outlines the soul's journey through various planes of existence, emphasizing purification and spiritual ascent. Later, this has been transferred into alchemistic texts. And then the fourth element, theurgy. The practice of theurgy or divine work is highlighted as a means of invoking the presence of the gods and achieving the ultimate spiritual transformation. Let's enter now the mystical realm of the Chaldean Oracles, where ancient wisdom and divine insight guide the seeker on a path of spiritual awakening. All existence emanates from the One, the divine mind, the source of all creation. Understanding this unity brings us closer to the essence of the universe and of ourselves. Beyond the physical lies the world of ideas, the divine blueprints of all that is. By attuning our minds, we can glimpse these higher truths. Our soul's journey is one of transformation and purification, and is a return to the divine source from which our soul came. The demiurge shapes our world, reflecting the divine order. Through understanding, we find the sacred in the everyday. Spiritual practices bridges the human and the divine, guiding us towards enlightenment through sacred practices. Let's enter one layer deeper into this very special work. The Chaldean Oracles describe the One as the ultimate source of all creation, an undivided and infinite principle. The divine mind, also called nous, emanates from the One and mediates the interaction between the divine and the material worlds. The implications are unity and interconnectedness. We speak a lot about losing the connection in our world at the moment. So this principle emphasizes the interconnectedness of all existence and all beings, suggesting that every part of the cosmos is a reflection of the divine and linked to our soul. The spiritual insight is understanding this relationship, which encourages individuals to seek unity within themselves and with the universe and with the people around, as well as with the entire biosphere around, fostering a deeper connection to the entire world and the divine. The second aspect, the world of ideas. This realm consists of pure, eternal archetypes of forms, which serves as the blueprints for all physical manifestations. These forms exist in a state of perfection and are unchanging. The implications are transcendence. By aligning oneself with these higher forms, one can transcend the limitations of the material world and access higher states of consciousness. And the philosophical reflection is that it encourages contemplation on the nature of reality and the pursuit of wisdom through intellect and spiritual means. The third is a very important issue in the alchemy of the soul. It's called the soul's journey. The oracles detail the soul's passage through various planes of existence, from the physical realm to the divine. This journey is like an alchemistic purification process. It has different steps like purification, transformation, and eventually the reunification with the divine source. What are the implications? Personal transformation. There's emphasis on the importance of inner work and spiritual practice in achieving personal growth and enlightenment, and the eternal progression, suggesting that life is a continuous journey of learning and growth, with each incarnation offering opportunities for advancement. The role of the great demiurge. The demiurge is a divine craftsman who shapes the material world based on the archetypical blueprints of the world of ideas. This being acts as an intermediary, bringing the divine into physical form. Then, the spiritual practices, the fifth aspect. Theurgy or spiritual practices involve rituals and practices designed to invoke the presence of the divine and facilitate the soul's ascent to the divine. It holds the key to our transpersonal wisdom. These practices are seen as essential for achieving spiritual transformation. What are the implications of spiritual practices? Through spiritual practices, individuals can experience direct communion with the divine, gaining guidance and insights, and at the ultimate phase, the insight that we are it. And then practical mysticism. It provides a structured approach for spiritual practices, integrating rituals and meditation and moral discipline to achieve a higher state of being. So, what are the practical applications of this great work? First practical application, meditation and contemplation. Regular practice can help individuals to align with the world of ideas and gain deeper insights in the nature of reality. Secondly, rituals and ceremonies. Spiritual practices can be incorporated into daily life to foster a stronger connection with ourselves, within ourselves, with our friends, with the world, with the divine, and with all living beings around us. So much needed in this century. The third aspect, personal reflection. It encourages ongoing self-examination and purification to facilitate the soul's journey and transformation. And the fourth, creative expression. Becoming the source of creative activity. Artistic endeavors are a reflection of the divine craftsmanship and can enhance personal fulfillment and spiritual growth. To become the source of creation is to enter the divine kingdom of God.